What's up, everybody? Welcome back to our speed build on the Forest V7. It's been so long, I honestly don't even remember what I called this. Crimson Shores, right, Crimson Shores. So yeah, welcome back. Last episode we did this little base right here that I'm walking through. And today we are going to progress into what I would say is the final piece of the puzzle. We're just gonna go ahead and finish up basically the whole level. Well, not really. We're gonna finish the last POI, as you could say. We're finishing up the last location. And the next episode we will be going through and adding in a bunch of final touches. And just making sure everything is nice and ready. And I have yet to decide if I'm gonna record the whole AI segment. Maybe not, depending on how I feel, I guess. But yeah, as you can see, we're just gonna go ahead and move right into our little airfield. Really excited to basically get this started, because I mean, this literally is the final piece of the puzzle. Like I said, this is it. This is the last location. And then after this point, it's just like, getting everything where it needs to be, and making sure that everything looks good, plays good, just a whole lot of play testing, that sort of thing. And of course, where would we start if not with the rocks? So we'll just kind of skip by a little bit of the rock placing, but for the most part, we actually didn't have to do too many rocks, because I had pretty much done most of them already. And then I ran out of roads, so I couldn't put a road here, so I had to make my own. But honestly, it actually worked out for the best, and you'll see why. But while this is going on in the background, I guess I should just say Thursday uploads are a little harder than I thought. Being consistent with a schedule, I realized it's just not the way to go, because I burned myself out. And this is something like I enjoy doing as a hobby. And I feel like if I'm gonna go the direction where I want to post my hobby online and just make videos in a way that I think is fun and like enjoyable for me to do, and I think would be entertaining for other people, I can't like put myself into a box of like needing to upload on a certain day every week. So every Thursday, not gonna be a thing anymore, unfortunately. But I will try to just upload whenever I can. And like, I think with this like idea, this like way of doing things, where I'll just upload whenever I get the chance to and whenever I feel inspired to, it'll actually be just more consistent, and I feel like the content will be better, because I won't be, basically like forcing myself to get through it, which I think will be really big in like the future of this channel. Obviously right now it's in its infancy and there isn't really a whole lot going on, but I think this is just like the way to go, because at the end of the day, I do want to keep posting videos, and I think they're really fun to make, and I think it's just good content to be posting, and I want to keep doing it. I just don't want to burn myself out in the process. So that being said, I took a little 2-month hiatus while I kind of gathered some more inspiration to make videos, and here I am, February 20 something, recording the voice for this video, because I actually edited this like 2 weeks ago. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna record this tomorrow, and then I never recorded it. But I am recording it now, so it'll be up hopefully today, honestly. It depends how fast I can edit it. And then I'll start making the next one, and then I really want to start the next episode, like not the next episode, the next series. I really want to finish this one, get the finale out of here, and just like move on, because I think it's going to be really fun. I have so many ideas for the next location, and I just really want to get into it, because The game that has been inspiring me like crazy recently is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Like I I have 70 hours in that game right now, and I'm literally like 55% of the way through the story. Like I have been grinding this game, playing it nonstop. I have not stopped playing this game since I got it. And it's been like it, dude. I mean, that game is like one of the most beautiful games I have ever played. Like it rivals like Red Dead Redemption 2. Like at least in my eyes, like graphically, like the locations, the detail. It's just so beautiful, and it gave me a lot of ideas for like another map. So obviously, I still want to do the forest. We're gonna do that plane crash, but I want there to be like meadows, and I want there to be open space. And like, I hate the fact that I'm saying this because deep down, I know there's like a chance that I'll just forget this, like, or that I just won't do it at all. Because when I started this one, I'm pretty sure I even said it on the first episode. I was like, yeah, this is gonna be a map about driving, so it's gonna have some open space. And then here I am. I mean, there's literally no open space. The most open space is literally this airfield right now. So with that being said, I really, really want to try my best to make open space. The thing is, I always get so scared because like it always feels like there isn't enough detail in the level, and like it looks bland. But I just have to remember that it's not necessarily my fault that it's bland. It's just like the game, like the graphics of the game are not really like suited for that. So I don't know. We'll just have to give it a go, because I really want to try just having like this scene, right, where like let's say we plane crash into a forest, right? So your character, he wakes up in the forest, and then you kind of like traverse the forest for a little bit, and then I want you to like get to this moment where like you walk up this hill, and over the hill you see this big open field, right? And then like maybe there's like one like location somewhere in that open field to like guide you of where to go. I want that experience. Like I want that. So now that I've kind of opened up some like creative space by having a plane crash, like now I'm not like forced to be like, yeah, I have to go to like to the same location, or like it has to continue from a tunnel because that's where we ended the last one. Now there is so much liberty I can take with where we are. I can also just like, I can go really like fantasy with it. Like it doesn't have to be a real location. Like I could literally just make my own location, make it very interesting. It doesn't have to be based on a real place, because all my previous like levels I have tried to make based off of like real biomes in the real world, countries. I look at like countries for inspiration. So this time I do not have to do that, and I could just make something really interesting. The one thing I was thinking about was, I wonder what I'm going to do for enemies, because if I took a plane out of there, the chances of me seeing Peggies, as the game calls them, in like the middle of nowhere is pretty rare. So I was thinking maybe it would be like animal based, and there would just be a lot of animals to fight or something. I can also like go balls to the walls with it, and go for like zombies or something, because there are zombies like, that I could use, or I don't know. We'll just have to see. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. We still have to finish this level, but yeah, I have a lot of ideas. I definitely want to make that meadow idea, that big field. I want to keep it open and spacious. Let the nature do the talking. Let the nature do the detailing, and we'll just go from there. But yeah, moving on to this level, what we're doing right now, we're basically finishing up our airfield. I decided to put this little garage here because I felt like it just needed one. I really wanted to put a truck here, but I don't know if you saw the warning earlier. I've ran out of vehicles to place down. So I have the plane there, and I'm pretty sure that's just like the last one I could put down at all. So I can't put any more vehicles. But I wanted you to be able to come out of this tunnel and like have something to look at, like a just something interesting to catch your eye when you're walking out, make it look good, make it look detailed. So I just made this into somewhat of a base, just like a base of operations. This is where they put down all their boxes and crates, and I think it makes sense because if this is an airfield, I'm sure they're getting a lot of supplies from planes and stuff, and they just go ahead and throw them around here. I didn't really get too much into detailing the inside of the hangar, but that was kind of on purpose because I feel like, generally speaking, a hangar is for planes, so you kind of need space in there for the plane. So I left it empty somewhat on purpose. And then the rest of the detailing is pretty much just like boxes, bushes, trees. I put down these little road. This does a lot. These little like turn decals on the road really help sell the whole like illusion, I think. So yeah, I'll put some barricades for cover because I'm assuming I'd have most of the enemies out here in this little area right here. And then along the back of the garage area, there's like a little path you can take to get into the hangar. I kind of want to put something there to lead you in that direction instead of just walking right out into the road and then into the plane, because I kind of want to avoid people just beelining to the plane and like kind of like skipping over a whole like combat section, I guess. I also kind of have a fear. Now, I'm literally just now realizing that I kind of have a fear of the plane getting blown up. So I'll have to come up with some type of way to avoid that from happening. I can't put like any rocket launchers up here. Hopefully the player does not destroy the plane. We'll see what we do here. Because I wanted to put the end objective in the sky so that, you know, you'd have to use the plane and escape with the plane to reach the end of the level. But I'm kind of scared that the people will just blow up the plane and not be able to finish, and that would definitely suck. So I'll have to come up with some type of way to avoid that from happening. But for the most part, this is pretty much it. This is as far as like the detailing goes for like objects and assets. I put a couple barrels down here and there just to fill in some space. But then I think the rest of it is really just foliage, grass, trees, bushes. And yeah, that's pretty much everything that will go on around here. But yeah, I have been playing a lot of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and there is so many things in that game that have inspired me for the next level. Specifically, like, there's just these things in the open world that like really, I don't know how to explain it. But for example, right, I was riding my horse through this field, and I saw this little hut in like the distance, right? So I went to the hut, looked inside the hut, looted like this chest, and then I walked outside and I noticed there was like a path that led into the forest, and I just walked on that path, and then there was like this like little brick window. Like, I'm not even sure how to explain it, but it was like a rundown, like it looked like it was part of something bigger, and it was all that was left, like this little like pile of bricks in the shape of a window, right? And I saw this and I was like, that's kind of interesting. And I looked through the window and it was pointing towards the forest. So I just kind of went into the forest, went deeper into the forest, and I stumbled across like this, not ancient, but like, I don't know what the word is, like old castle, right? It was like a rundown castle that's been destroyed, like a destroyed ruins, right? And I was like, oh wow, this is cool. And there was some loot there. So I was just exploring this little castle, and then inside the castle there was like this area that was burned, and in that area that was burned there was like these two skeletons like hugging each other. And I was like, oh my god, like that's so sad. Like, it's really good environmental storytelling, and the fact that I found it because I was naturally led there through like these clues that the level designers put around was really cool to me. And I really want to use this, like, I want to use that in my next level, I want to have moments like that. So I also want the next level to be very slow. Like, I don't want it to be action paced. I want it to be more about exploring. And I think there's a lot of fun things I could do with environmental storytelling, and there's a lot of fun directions I could go. I really want to have like villages that are like destroyed and disheveled. Like, I just want to have that vibe basically. So all in all, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 has quite literally like changed the whole direction and course of the next level, but not by a lot. I mean, it was really just like perfect. It was perfect timing for me to play that game and get some good inspiration, because now I feel like the next level I could really make next level. You know, I could really make it really cool and interesting and fun, and I think it'll be a lot of fun for me to make. And I don't think it'll be too time consuming, because I don't want it to be super big and detailed. I want it to be open. And obviously, like, I literally said this going into this level. I'm not sure if I said it in the first episode or not, but I literally did say I wanted to do exactly that, like not have it be super detailed. And here I am, speed running, placing like bushes everywhere and stuff. And for the most part, I'm still gonna do that on the next one, but just I don't want it to be so like dense. Like, this level is super dense. Like, there's just stuff everywhere. The POIs are all right next to each other, and I don't want that, especially like all the rocks and stuff. Like, it takes up a lot of memory, which doesn't leave a lot of space to spread out the POIs and like have them be detailed enough. You know, like, it's just a lot of mistakes were made in this one, and not for like any detriment. Like, I still really like this level. Like, I genuinely think this is one of my best ones ever. I think I would even take it over my last one, but it's just so dense, and I don't want to do any more denser levels. Like, I really want to make something interesting and sparse, and let the sparsity be the detail. So that's kind of the plan. That's where I'm hoping to go with this next one. And I think if I do everything the way I really want to, it'll be really good and really interesting to watch as well. I think it'll be fun content to make. So yeah, I'm like really excited to do that. I want to start this week, so I really want to finish this level. I'm literally going to record this, go in to the level editor, record the final touches, maybe even start the AI today, and just finish this level. And then hopefully by tomorrow I can post it, upload it, get some screenshots, do that whole process, and then hopefully by day 2 or 3 from now I will be starting the next one and recording it for whoever wants to watch enjoyment. You know what I'm saying? So that is the plan, and I'm excited about this plan. There are other things that I've been wanting to do, like the VODs. I've mentioned it, I think, quite literally every single episode since I mentioned them the first time. And the only problem with them, bro, I literally just cannot do it because I don't have a microphone and I don't have any setup here. I had to move again, so I'm in this room right now and I don't have a desk, and I'm still just using my laptop on my bed right now, and that's kind of what I'm working with. So it's like super hard to get that whole thing set up, but it will happen eventually, do not worry. But here we are. This is it. I think it came out beautiful. I think this airfield is one of the best POIs I've ever made. It looks beautiful. I love the bushes. I love the foliage. I like the hangar. I like the plane where it's at. The location is nice. The view is nice. The lighting is good. There's cover, and it's great. I'm honestly really proud of this one. I think it looks fantastic, and I'm kind of excited now to just go in, do the final touches around the whole level, and see what else there is I can fix and do. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe.